students who take this class are students who grew up here in a democracy, but don't really understand democracy. It's something they don't understand. Their perspective of democracy is the perspective of what American democracy is, as if there wasn't as democracy as a concept, and that there are different types of democracy and democratic practices. And I really hope you have a chance to debrief and to process the meaning of those words in terms of our educational practices. And this has been one of my major concerns here, especially in teaching this course and working in a course called Equity and Diversity. One of the exercises that I do with the kids is when the first day of class, I ask them to talk about democracy and what it is and define democracy. And I actually ask them to write that down, and I collect all the information that they produce. At the end of the semester, I asked them to do the same thing again. So that's part of the project, to understand how they are developing understanding of concepts such as equity, democracy, social justice, how that actually, what it means, and what it means in terms of becoming a teacher, being an educator, being responsible for, being an agent of change. You don't change people. And that for me is very important, because I know that I'm not going to change those kids, but you never know how many kids you actually end up affecting, but I want to be an agent of change. I want to be the person who maybe change their perspective or their perceptions because of the class, not because of me, but because of the work that we developed together. It made me a different person.
One of the highlight activities of the week-long Leadership Associates program is the Democracy Walk. Participants are required to experience democracy in public places with an eye towards applying the experience to the understanding of the public purpose of schools. Small groups are designated and charged with selecting an area in Montclair or the surrounding communities and explore it, and to create objectives as to what they want to learn. The groups caucus and discuss possible communities to explore and exactly what objectives they want to achieve.
So I came up with an assignment last semester, the uncomfortable field trip. And students have to go do something they wouldn't normally do with people they wouldn't normally be with. I think one of the 7 ended up watching the movie. Not because of me, but because everyone else in the room was choosing. Montclair Art Museum had an African-American art show. We had a Chinese festival. I had one student, I think he was Protestant, he went to a synagogue for the first time, and he gave me the yarmulke. So it's that choice issue, which was difficult in the beginning, but once I stepped away from being the one with power, the teacher, the director, they kind of worked it out, and it was like implicit peer pressure around not taking the easy way out.
The group members are encouraged to actually go out and converse with people and ask questions about their definitions, perceptions, and experiences in the social and political democracy.
Make you feel like people want to share. People want to share their ideas. They want to share their thoughts. You know, right now a lot of people are doing networking and cross-promoting. They want to find out who you are. You know, it's like people don't walk away and shun away from you now. Like people are realizing that they need to, you know, reach out to people and talk to people.
I got a job, I can work, yeah. Everything is okay, it's no dangers outside. Because in my country, women, they don't have like jobs. They stay home, cooking, see the kids.
A lot of people is not born with a lot of good qualities other people have.
Yep.
Some people say, oh, they can do it, they're the same people, but some people, parents are really on drugs. Some people was born to learn the bad way and don't know the good way until they're 18, 19, when it's sort of too late. Like me, I was a product of my environment. I started getting more into education and stuff as I got children and moved to better areas. So it's a lot of things out here to do. It's a lot of even government-funded programs and everything that if you go out there, you can get it.
Finally, each group is required to put together a PowerPoint presentation and be prepared to answer questions from the other participants.